We start in Nigeria, where President Muhammadu Buhari is on Wednesday expected to meet with the parents of the missing schoolgirls from Dapchi village. The Yobe State government says the meeting will take place at the government house in Damaturu State. 110 schoolgirls were abducted last month after Boko Haram militants attacked Dapchi village in Yobe State. The parents want the government to work fast and rescue their daughters. On Monday, President Buhari told the outgoing United States Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, that he preferred to negotiate the release of the girls rather than a military option. Meanwhile, though, members of the Bring Back Our Girls group are threatening to sue the Nigerian government over gross negligence and a lack of justice. The Bring Back Our Girls group has issued the government with a 7-day ultimatum. They want officials to take action and bring all the abducted girls from Chibok and Dapchi back. The group has teamed up with the human rights activist and lawyer Femi Falana and served the Nigerian government with a list of questions which they expect the government to provide answers to.
We hereby serve the federal government a notice that in the next 7 days, we need all the answers to our 14 questions. Ladies and gentlemen, we remain committed to standing for all our girls, Chibok girls and Dapchi girls.
We are going to court. The government has set up a panel. Let other citizens feel concerned that they are sought by the terrorists in Yobe State, in Borno State. It's an assault on all of us as a people. So if you have an organization since 2014 that has been crying for justice in the case of Chibok girls, now Dapchi girls, we can only ask the government to clear the doubt on ground.
Well, CGTN's Deji Badmus is keeping tabs on this story and now joins us live with more details from Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos. Deji, what is the main expectation, though, in Nigeria ahead of that meeting between President Buhari and the Dapchi girls' parents? Do we know if talks for their release, as indicated by the president, have already kicked off?
Well, first is we do not know if talks have kicked off because, of course, for security reasons, the government would not want to disclose that. When the government negotiated with Boko Haram for the release of the Chibok girls, nobody ever knew until the girls were eventually released. So I do not expect that the government would want to disclose anything at all if the talks have actually started or what exactly is going on. Now, meeting with the parents today, of course, the expectation is that the president would meet with the parents. The president will hear the story of the parents, not just hear the story of the parents now, but see the parents now face to face, get a feel of the kind of agony they are going through. And expectedly, the president will definitely assure the parents that the government is doing everything to rescue the girls. It's not known if the president would give the parents any timeline at all as to when the girls would be either released or rescued, but there's no question at all that the president would give the parents all the assurance that they would need, that the government would release would get the girls out of the hands of Boko Haram now. And it's a good thing that the president is meeting with the girls' parents now, because that would certainly reassure the parents of the girls that the government is on top of the situation, that if the president of the country could come down to meet with them, it then means the government is taking it seriously. So expectedly, this would douse some kind of tension now in Dapchi, and then probably help the parents, you know, to sort of take heart now, believing that their girls would come back. Beatrice?
Well, Deji, another development, though, from Nigeria is on the sacking of the head of an amnesty program for former militants in the Niger Delta. So what more do you know about that? What can you tell us?
Well, the head of the amnesty program, Brigadier General Paul Burrow, he was the head of the amnesty program until yesterday when President Buhari announced his sack suddenly. Not a surprise at all, because before now there had been allegations of financial impropriety now in with the amnesty program, and there had been several allegations leveled against the head of that program, even though none, of course, has been proven so far. But the president has decided to move and has appointed a professor now, Professor Charles Dokubo. Of course, he's very well known, and from the South region, from the Niger Delta region of the country. He will take over the program, the administration of the program now. Now, the president has also ordered the Office of the National Security Advisor to investigate the man who has just been relieved of his appointment, investigate the activities of the amnesty program between 2015 to now. The expectation is that with a new person now in charge, maybe things would begin to move, because before now, as a matter of fact, the ex-militants had been complaining that things had not been going too well with the program. For instance, they had been complaining that the allowances were not paid as frequently as they should. So the expectation is that, well, things will take better shape now, and everybody waits for the outcome of that investigation that the president has ordered.
All right, Deji Badmus joining us there from Lagos. Thank you.